my name is Christine. If this is your first time here and you're into luxury items, please don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button. Today I'm going to talk about the 5 bags in my collection or luxury handbag collection that I cannot live without. It's not really in a particular order because I love all of them equally. But why don't we just start from the one in the front just for the convenience of the video. The first bag that I have here in the front is in this orange dust bag, which I'm sure many of you know that an orange dust bag from Hermes means that it's a vintage bag. Nowadays, Hermes bags do not come in this orange bag, and all bags from Hermes now come in this color dust bag. So this is a vintage bag. Let's open this up. And this is the bag. I know that inside here, I actually used this more recent dust bag here to protect the clochette from kind of hitting on the bag and ruining the leather of the bag. But this is a vintage bag. And this is my beloved Hermes Kelly 28 in the Retourne style. So Retourne means that it's actually like a kind of like a rolled in kind of stitching. So it's not, there's a cellular style and there's a Retourne style. And this is a Retourne, meaning that it's a rolled in stitching, which is a little bit more flexible. It's a little less rigid shape-wise. The color is blue marine. This is a Kelly 28 Retourne style in the Ardennes leather, which is actually a discontinued leather from Hermes. People call this Ardennes leather as a workhorse leather, meaning that it's very resistant to scratches. I'm not someone who usually babies my back so much, so that's why I went with this leather, and I love the craftsmanship of Hermes. I really appreciate their craftsmanship and their artisans' work. I value and appreciate their history. 28 is actually the perfect size for me. I think that this is definitely a versatile size where you can kind of go from day to night. It's a very versatile bag where you can kind of dress up and dress down either way, especially because this is Retourne style. I think for the cellular style, because they are more structured and more rigid in terms of shape, it's a little bit dressier compared to the Retourne, but for the Retourne, you can definitely dress it up or down. It looks amazing with jeans. Also looks amazing with a dress and a nice pair of heels. So that's why I actually really like the style and the fact that it's a Retourne, although I would love to own a cellular style one day. I don't have a cellular style, but I would love to own one day. So mine is actually in the gold hardware. It also comes in Palladium, which I will show you later, but this is my first bag. For the Kelly, it comes in one handle, and it has a shoulder strap that you can attach to on the ring of the handle. Because this is a vintage style, it doesn't have another ring here where you can attach the shoulder strap. So you have to actually attach it to this ring. But the newer Kellys have an extra ring near the handle where you can actually just attach the strap on the bag. So this again comes with the strap, which is why some people actually prefer the Kelly over the Birkin, because Birkin is a tote bag where you have to use it in the crook of your arm or hold it just with the handle. It's a tote bag, but the Kelly, you can attach the strap to this and kind of use it. So my strap is actually inside my bag. I always keep it inside my bag. If you would like me to do what fits in my Kelly 28, I could do that in another video, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to kind of skip to the next bag. The second bag in this dust bag is another Hermes bag, and it is my lovely Birkin 30 in Palladium hardware, size 30 in Togo leather, Etoupe colors. For Hermes bags, because they come in so many different sizes, leather, color, hardware, when people talk about their Hermes bags, usually they give you the whole spec of it, which is for this case, it's the Birkin 30, Palladium hardware, Etoupe color, Togo leather, it's the size 30. So and it has this contrast stitching, so they come in a contrast stitching, and there's also stitching, for example, like the gold Birkins. A lot of times they don't come in the contrast, they actually come in the same color stitching, But for the contrast stitching, obviously it's easy for you to see that it's a different color of the stitching. Birkins have this more relaxed look. I know that recently Birkin has released an cellier style as well, just like the Kelly, which is a little bit more structured and more rigid. But mine is in the Togo leather, and it is the more original style of the Birkin, which is a little bit more of the relaxed look. So this is my Birkin 30 here, and I have this clochette here. And I forgot to mention, I like to kind of protect my handles with, well, this one I have my Dior Mitza on, but for example, the Kelly, I have my Hermes Twilly there tied up, so that way I can protect the handles, because actually the handles can be a little bit more darkened from the grease or the sweat from your hand. And again, if you would like me to do another review of what fits in my Birkin 30, I could do that in another video, but for again the sake of the video, I'm going to move on to the third bag. So before I actually move on to the third bag, I just wanted to mention again that because this is a tote bag, it doesn't come with a strap. So because it comes in two handles, you could pretty much use the bag just grabbing these two handles, use it like a tote bag, and you can also put it under the crook of your arm, so that way that's how you grab your bag. But if you need to have your hands free, I guess Birkin wouldn't be the best option when you're going out. But I love my Birkin. I'm not someone who dresses very colorfully. I usually own a lot of more neutral color clothes, which is like white, black, blue, gray. Those are the colors that I usually wear, so it goes amazing with all of my outfits or my wardrobe. So since we talked about a tote bag that you cannot really wear it on the shoulder or doesn't really have a strap, the third bag is my Chanel medium size in the Caviar leather. The Caviar actually has this grain here, which is why it's more resistant to scratches. But I like the Caviar because, again, I don't really baby my bags, and it kind of gives me that kind of peace of mind when I'm using my bag. I don't have to worry about scratching it. And also because it's the black color, I don't have to worry about color transfer, which I know that Chanel is kind of notorious for color transfers, especially if you have a light colored Chanel bag. But yeah, this one is the medium size in the Caviar leather, and I don't know if you can tell from the lighting, but it's actually in the silver hardware. So yeah, this is my third bag here. Again, it comes with this shoulder strap where you can kind of wear it on the shoulder, and it's not a tote bag, obviously, so it doesn't have a handle. And I'm sure a lot of people know what the interior looks like for the Chanel medium-sized flat bag. So that would be my third bag. I love this bag because, again, I am someone who likes to dress up. And I know some people don't really wear their Chanels a lot because they think it's a little bit dressy. But for me, that's why it's perfect, because I love to dress up. I love my dresses. I'm not someone who wears jeans so much. So this is why I love my Chanel Classic Flap. I cannot live without it. Even if I dress up a little bit on the dressier side, I still have worn this definitely with just a pair of jeans because I really think that you can dress up and down with this. I know some people think that this is a little bit more of a dressy bag, but I personally think that Chanel is a very versatile bag. It looks amazing and it really elevates the look. Whether you wear it with a nice dress or whether you wear it with jeans, I just think that it really completes the look. So that's why I love my Chanel Classic Flap medium size and the Caviar leather with silver hardware. And I would never ever let this go. None of my Hermes bags either, but I would never let go of this bag, and I plan on keeping it. And if I ever had to restart my handbag collection, Chanel Classic Flap would definitely be one of the handbags that I would repurchase. So I also have to say that Dior is one of my favorite designer brand. So my favorite designer brands are actually Hermes, Chanel, and Dior. I don't mind other brands as well, but those would definitely be my top three without any hesitation. So let's get right into the fourth handbag. So the fourth handbag here is my Lady Dior, and again, the charms are protected in this little mini dust bag that Dior had provided when I purchased the bag. And it is in the, this is actually the medium size black Lady Dior with the champagne gold hardware. So I know with the lighting it's kind of hard to tell, but this is kind of a very light gold hardware. And the reason why I love the Lady Dior is because it just goes amazing with my bar jacket. But not only that, I just think that it's very light, ladylike. It's very, kind of gives you that classic look. And it always reminds me of Princess Diana, who used to love the Lady Dior bag. And again, because I am someone who dresses up quite a lot, I think that Lady Dior just goes amazing with it. It just gives you that really feminine look, so I really love this bag. But there's also another reason why I really love this handbag. I'm sorry, by the way, that it's not really focusing well, but there's a reason why, again, that I love this handbag. It's also because this was actually gifted to me by my husband on our first wedding anniversary. So it's very special to me. Every time I wear this bag, I think about the time when we got married, because this was gifted to me by my husband on our first wedding anniversary. So it always brings back that kind of happy memories of our wedding day when I think about it. And unfortunately, our first wedding anniversary was on May of last year. So because of the COVID, all the boutiques were shut down, they were closed, and Dior was not an exception to that. So we had to wait for another like 2 months for the boutique to open, and I was finally able to go into the Dior boutique and actually try on different sizes, different colors, and make up my mind to purchase this bag. So I don't know if my SA would ever watch this, who works in the Dior San Francisco boutique, but I just want to thank him for being so patient with me. And yeah, it was a pleasant experience. I think Dior has excellent customer service. I'm always pleasantly surprised by their customer service. So that's why I love shopping at Dior. I love their aesthetics. I love their products. I love just Dior in general. I love the brand. I think their pieces are amazing and beautiful. I think they're excellent quality. So that is my Lady Dior here. And also I want to mention that the newer versions of the medium Lady Dior actually don't have the zipper. So the older medium-sized Lady Dior used to actually have a zipper up here, but because people complained about it being a little bit harder to get in and out of the bag, they have recently changed it to this kind of flap here, where you can actually open up the flap and you can access whatever you need to access in your bag. Again, I keep my straps in my bag, so that's why it's not showing here. But again, Lady Dior comes with a strap, which is a leather strap. If you would like me to do a little bit more of what fits in my bag, I can do definitely that video in more details, and that way I can show you the strap as well if you'd like to see that. And again, another thing that I love about the Lady Dior is just like the Hermes Birkin or Kelly, it comes with a feet, which I think is amazing. So I'm sure people who use their designer bags quite a lot understand when you're kind of squeezed in a restaurant and you don't have an extra place to really keep your bag. Having a feet really helps because you just want to protect your bag. You don't want it to be kind of thrown in on the floor or a dirty table or anything like that. So having a feet really helps, and it just kind of gives you that peace of mind, and you can appreciate obviously the design a little bit more because as a customer you feel like the designer kind of put more thought into it when they have feet. So unfortunately the Chanel classic flap doesn't have feet, but the Lady Dior or the Hermes Birkin or Kelly actually have feet, so that's something again I appreciate as well. Okay, so finally, the last bag that I would purchase in a heartbeat if I had to restart my entire handbag collection is in this dust bag over here. I know the dust bag says Rebag, which is a consignment store for luxury items. This bag was not purchased from Rebag because I have an extra dust bag from Rebag. So time for me to reveal the last bag that I would repurchase if I had to restart my handbag collection. So excuse the horrible condition of my last handbag. This is the popular Louis Vuitton size Neverfull in the Monogram canvas. As you can see probably from this video, it's not in the best condition. I don't have a bag organizer for this. I never kept it in the bag organizer. And there's a reason for that. So when I purchased this bag, there was no such thing as bag organizer. I feel like bag organizer has become more popular in the most recent years. But there's actually a story to this, and this is why I would probably repurchase this if I could go back to time or anything like that, if I had the opportunity to. So this was actually the very first handbag that I purchased from a designer brand. Well, I didn't purchase. So what happened was when I was going to college, my family really wanted to celebrate that and told me that they would buy me a designer handbag. And at that time, the Louis Vuitton Neverfull was one of the most popular handbags. So I went with this bag, and I still don't have any regrets about it because I know the prices have gone up a lot since I purchased this. So I purchased this actually in 2009, which is 12 years ago. Kind of tells you my age. But yeah, this was purchased 12 years ago from my parents who wanted to really celebrate my high school graduation and me going to college. So this is the handbag that I picked, and I'm glad that I picked this because I think that a good tote bag is pretty much essential in anyone's handbag collection. And I know all the handbags that I just showed you are not really a tote bag. I mean, I know the Birkin is, but sometimes there are times when you don't really want to wear a Birkin. It could be a little too much. Maybe, you know, you want to just kind of be a little bit more hands-free. And I love that this tote bag is something that you don't have to really carry it by the handles or put it under the crook of your arm or anything like that. It's something that you could just kind of wear it on your shoulder and just be hands-free. So, this is something very sentimental to me, very special. I would never let it go. I know it's not in the best condition. I know the vachettas are just kind of uneven. I think I see some watermarks on it. It's very worn out, but I don't have any regrets about it. I have so many good memories attached to this. And it always reminds me of my family, of my parents who are actually not in United States. They're in another country. So I'm actually from another country, and it always reminds me of my family. I always miss them. So this is one handbag that I would never ever sell. If I even had to sell any other handbags, this is just one handbag that is so special to me. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And again, if you want me to do what fits in my Louis Vuitton Neverfull, I can do another video of that. So just please comment below and let me know of what designer handbag that you would like to see more in detail, and I would love to do a video on that. So again, these are the 5 handbags that I would never ever sell and I would love to keep in my collection. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you on my next one. Bye!